If Peter Obi emerges candidate of any political party, would you still support him?
Not necessarily. It will depend on what he plans to do with power. I'm not following a person. I'm not following man. He's a good man. And insofar as it relates to those who are running for the presidency, as of today, he's still the best in my own view. But the question is this: what kind of compromises might he have made before that? If I don't see a platform that promises me change, deliverable one, I'm not going to follow him. If he is on a platform where I know that he can deliver what he is promising and he will not be institutionally hamstrung by the system that has brought him to power, then I'll follow him. But if I'm seeing a Peter Obi paired with an El-Rufai on a ticket, or I'm seeing him with an Amaechi, in fact, it's not even possible. But the point is, there has to be clarity as to what he plans to do with power. This illusion of personnel change was sold in 2015, and that was what brought us into the Buhari mess. So how would a Peter Obi on his own, without galvanizing the people behind the vision, change anything simply because he was given office? I need to know what that power is meant for.
Okay. So he has to convince you.
Oh, I have to be convinced. It's not, no, I have to be convinced. I have to know that he is going to pursue change.
And if he plans to pursue change and the system still remains the same, you still have the same National Assembly.
You cannot change anything retaining this system. You can't change anything. You can get into power, but you must be clear about what you want to do with that power, and you must be honest enough to have declared it so that we can hold you to it. It's not enough to be making silent deals that you change. No, that change has to be on the table.
Okay.
If we had substantive changes to be discussing and debating, we would have stopped debating ethnicity, religion, and all kinds of idiocies that tend to occupy Nigerians. The only reason they have time to be discussing inanities is because they don't have anything serious to discuss.
You have to admit that Dele Farotimi's got this spot on. And when the Obedients tell you they don't just follow Peter Obi, they saw the candidates on the table and they've looked at the candidates that are vying for position to become the president of Nigeria, and they've seen this person to be the topmost of all of them. He's the best of all of them as what we have right now running for presidency. And that's one thing that nobody can deny. Even the Bola Tinubu supporters, even the Atiku supporters cannot deny that Obi is the best of the lot of them. But one thing that is clear for certain is that people are not blindly following Peter Obi. People are following him because they've seen some clarity in his ways. And then people see a sort of vision that they can rally around. Before Tinubu came and said it was his turn, or even after I said it was his turn, what was the vision for the country from Tinubu's perspective? It was just for him to fulfill a personal ambition to become president of the country. That's why he's destroying everything to remain in president. The reason why Peter Obi is coming is not because it's my turn, because we need to have a vision as a nation to go to pursue. And this government cannot give us. So we're not blindly just saying Peter Obi is the best of the lot. We're saying that Peter Obi is the best of the lot because there's something to hold on to. But as Dele Farotimi mentioned, it needs to show us exactly what he needs to do with power. That's why people that are supporting him are not following him blindly. They think, they're thinkers, they're doers. They've seen the best of nations, how the best of nations run around and rally around visions. But when you have leaders currently that we have, without vision, without purpose, they just do things haphazardly and expect you to follow suit. That's why they're telling you we're commissioning road, commissioning bus stop. Things that local governments do in the West. The president of a nation called Nigeria will go and sit down and commission a bus stop. That's the height of absurdity. So Peter Obi needs to show Nigerians exactly what he wants to do with power. And we need to be clear that he has not made ungodly, trade-offs in the back. Because the politicians don't own our country. We own the country. They're only there because we've permitted them for so long and we've allowed them to criminalize our system for their own good. So we need to be sure that he has not compromised behind, because we're not looking for any compromise. When we voted for Peter Obi in 2023, we didn't vote for him because he gave us something. We voted for him because there was something for all of us to rally around. Nigerians organically rallied around him in 2023 because there was a vision. There was a purpose. We wanted change, not a personnel change like the Buhari one that brought Bola Tinubu afterwards. We want change that can deliver the kind of country that we wanted. And that was stolen. And 2027 is approaching. There must be clarity with what Obi wants to do with presidency. And that's what Dele Farotimi is talking about. He's not supporting him blindly. But if you look at it, you would agree that Peter Obi is the best of the lots. And Dele Farotimi said it correctly. He will support him only if he can see and Peter Obi can show Nigerians what he wants to do with power. That's why Obi keeps saying that. I'm not desperate. I want change. I'm not desperate to be president, just like the one that says, Emile Locon, it's my time. Our country is in dire need for change. We need a new direction. It is clear that Tinubu and Co cannot lead us in the right direction. It is clear that Atiku cannot lead us there. It is clear that Amaechi cannot lead. As a matter of fact, bringing Amaechi in the scope of this conversation is insulting to the intelligence of Nigeria. What we want as a people is change. We are tired of corrupt politicians who have used government agencies like INEC, like the police, to rig themselves into power and enforce themselves on the people, such that when the people speak up, they clamp down on them. That's the kind of country we have. That's the kind of country we're working in. That's why it's hard for Nigerians to make it within Nigeria. Because politicians have come to dominate, to steal from the people. They are like vultures. And Peter Obi must be careful when you go into meetings with vultures, because they'll eat everything that is dead. So, again, we're not supporting Peter Obi blindly. Dele Farotimi is right. We must have somebody to galvanize to. You must be able to galvanize the people with a common vision. And if you saw in 2023, there was a common vision, the common vision for change, not just personal change in the right direction, which is what Obi will bring. But he needs to show Nigerians what he wants to do with power. He needs to show Nigerians he's not compromised. And he needs to show Nigeria that he's going to pursue that change. But this current system, as it stands right now, cannot deliver the kind of Nigeria that we want. We want a better country, fit for purpose, where we can call home and we have value as citizens. And our lives matter. And there's value to our citizenship being Nigerians. As of today, we don't have it. As of today, we have politicians who are criminals, right from the top to the bottom. That's what we have, where there's no value for Nigerian citizenship. We exist, but we're not part of a nation. That's what it looks like right now. Every Nigerian deserves not just to be called Nigerian, to have value as a Nigerian. And until that change happens, until we have the right people, we will not see that value, we will not benefit from that value and the gains of democracy. So as 2027 approach, we must ask our leaders, give us account. Don't just go and copy somebody else's plans, as Tinubu did when he copied all of MKO Abiola's plans and called that renewed hope. Show us what you want to do today and let those plans be today, meaningful today, and be relevant tomorrow. That's what Dele Farotimi was talking about. And that's what Obi must show Nigerians, in as much as he will support him. But Obi must show Nigerians, in as much as he is the best of the lot. But Peter Obi must show Nigerians. That's what Farotimi is talking about. Because we're not following an individual. We want change that we can all galvanize towards. A common goal, a vision for our nation. That's what we're talking about. Is that what you think? Put your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, share. Please subscribe if you've not done so and recommend this channel. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.